Y'all see my back? Y'all see my back? Y'all see my back? Got it in Miami. Real life. Flea. All right. I know it's been a while. I'm not trying to come on here and try to make it seem like it hasn't been a while. Oh, shoot, my bad. I'm like Wizard Jr. You couldn't even see my head. I'm Wizard Jr. off the Proud Family. I got another root canal. So, my mom's number is a bitch. And I can't go to work. And the reason that I haven't been, you feel me, uploading any videos, number one, I don't really see people watching them. So I decided to like step back and like do things for my life. You know what I mean? But I still got a passion for this. And sorry. I gotta eat before I take this medicine, or my stomach is gonna hurt. But I already took the medicine, so I gotta eat real quick. How's y'all day going? I hope good. All right. So I saw this video on Facebook, and when I see Chess and Tay Rock by themselves, I click every single time. Every time. And if the thing that I see on if the clip that I see is fire, I go watch the full video. I clicked, and apparently I'm thinking it's Tay Rock versus Chess. No, it's Tay Rock and Chess versus Loaded Lux and Hollow the Don. So I mean, let's go. I mean, with no longer ado, we're gonna watch this together because I was about to watch this by myself, and I wanna put some stuff out for the peoples, bro. I don't know if I got fans, but peoples. I got the peoples. All right, so we could listen to the Tay Rock, Hollow to the Dawn. Should we do Tay Rock versus Smack? I mean, Tay Rock versus Chess. You know what? Fuck all that bullshit. We doing what's really important. We doing what's really important. All right. First things first. So Lil Durk phone call. So Lil Durk just called from jail a little bit ago. Where is it? It's a new one. There was a new one. It just happened. It literally just happened. Where is it? You know what? This month. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He just released a call a day ago. Here it is. Found it.
Les nouvelles de Durk en prison qui nous expliquent dans quel mindset il se trouve actuellement. Je vous l'ai traduit. Je vous mets tout de suite la vidéo. Je reviens.
My man state, I just been reading, getting into these books, working on my patience. I've been reading.
Let's pause it right there, bro. We 3 seconds in, minus the French nigga. He said he's been reading and getting into the books. I'm gonna let him keep talking until I say what I got to say about it.
In the game by William Gaccard, Q.C. Newton, Fred Hampton, Elaine Brown, just all the revolutionaries, who've been through something, that stand for something that a lot of people don't know of or forgot about. And I just been, it's just been sitting on my heart lately to just save the generation, bro. Save these kids. Damn.
He says he wants to save the kids. All right, let's look. All right, let's list it down. Number one, he said he been reading books. Number two, he said he trying to lead the kids in the right direction.
They don't deserve it. I'm just trying to be a pawn for the culture. It's entertaining. and being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I want to change the world around to being positive. I want to start with saying, like, when it comes to support, you know, I'd be cool because, you know, when Jay-Z went through his situation, you know, he the people's champ. They turned their back on him. Even Drake and Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be the first one to just do it, you know what I'm saying? And not saying the first one to do it, but, you know, for these kids, you know, we got to be the heroes.
That just bothered me, bro. That bothered me. Listen to what he said again.
The world around to being positive. I want to start with saying, like, when it comes to support, you know, I'd be cool because, you know, when Jay-Z went through his situation, you know, he the people's champ. They turned their back on him. Even Drake and Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be the first one to just do it, you know what I'm saying? And not saying the first one to do it, but, you know, for these kids, you know, we got to be the heroes, you know what I'm saying?
All right, he's saying we got to be their heroes. Durk Banks. And I'm a huge fan of your music. Huge fan of your music. Huge fan of your music. Huge. We been sliding through they blocks and they don't know we have. Brody ass got shot and we ain't claiming, but I still show his ass. Niggas acting like they really like that since my Brody died. Just what he say? You just got out the feds. You bring up murders with your police ass. I told Durk to leave that. I told Vaughn to leave that bitch alone. She post her OnlyFans. Catch them at the apartments they be in, cause that's our only chance. What he say? We don't be outside like you think they ass be on the gram. Old ops fucking with my new ops. Oh man. That shit merch, we been through that. That shit like Ghostland. My brother D thing just got killed and I've been slow since. Nigga, we done got back on their ass. I bet they know this. And on bro, I'm speaking facts. This ain't no diss. What's the next one, bro? Popping traffic, we in Cali, ride through Beverly Hills with choppers. I'm not hiding, bro. Them know we crashing down to see the oppas. Schoom his ass. You think we trying to car? Think schoom his ass. Think we buying some cars? We hop out, schoom his ass. Boom his ass. Ain't paying attention to them cars because we got Uber tags. Goofy ass. I saw. What do you say? I pop X and dye my dreads. I'm super saiyan. Oh man, I can't pull that trigger. I know Buka can. He got nervous on that drill and he. I can't. And that's another point. I can't pull that trigger. I know Buka can. Durk, you've been a leader for the evil for so long. What do you think you can do now to turn back the tides? You've been evil for so long. What can you do now to turn back the tide? And I'm not saying like it's impossible for him to be able to change his life back, bro. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you're going to have to do more work than just calling on a phone. You're going to have to start giving money to the families of the people that you affected. You're going to have to start vocalizing to the people that you affected that you're apologetic. And also, number one and the biggest thing, bro, you're going to have to confess to whatever you've done. You think forgiveness just comes just because you think like, oh, now I'm trying to be a good person. No, bro. If you don't confess to what you've done, your words mean nothing. They mean nothing. Because if you really felt bad about the shit that you was doing and about the people that you led astray, number one, you'd be trying to figure out a way to get them young men out of jail that got arrested with you if you had something to do with it. I'm not saying that he paid them to get them inside of there, but I can't pull that trigger. I know Buka can. What does that sound like, bro? I can't pull the trigger. I'm going to choose a nigga that make less money than me to pull the trigger because I'm the money man that's supposed to be on the street. How come the money man can't let the nigga who finna go pull the trigger, how come he can't stop him from pulling the trigger? How come he can't stop him from pulling the trigger, but he got to pay him to pull the trigger? No, you You were taking people who had no finances and dangling finances in front of their face, allegedly, and dangling finances and dangling chains and dangling verses in front of their face and saying, allegedly, saying, slide for Vaughn, B. And if you really did say that and them niggas really did go and slide for you, there is no amount of words that you're going to be able to say. There's no amount of apologies that you're going to be able to say in order to cleanse your soul of the nonsense that you have been a part of and the lies that you have affected. The stench of death is on you, allegedly, bro. And the stench of death don't leave. It don't leave. It don't fucking leave. You bringing up Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't killed no fucking body. You bringing up Drake and Kendrick. Them niggas ain't killed nobody. You're in a totally different fucking atmosphere. A nigga being called a pedophile but not being a pedophile is completely different than a nigga who paid somebody to kill somebody, allegedly. So I really hope he not guilty of this shit, man. I really hope he not guilty of this shit. Because if he's guilty of this shit, there's no amount of words that you can really say, bro. Like, there's no, I'm trying to lead the kids anywhere, bro. Like, I mean, bro, like, how were you not tired of being a pawn when they were calling you the voice of the streets? They were calling you the voice of what? The streets, nigga. You got a whole fucking thing called The Voice. You were the voice of this shit, nigga. So stop trying to fucking straighten up when you see you ain't got no fucking, no future no more. Stop trying to straighten up now, nigga. Stop trying to straighten up now. The only thing it's gonna do is fuck up your music. It's gonna fuck up your music sales. It's gonna fuck up your fucking music sales, B. If you really did this shit and you really know you finna go to jail for this shit, you really know you finna go down for this shit. If you really did this shit, bro. And I'm not saying you did, but if you really did this shit inside of your big ass fucking melon head, bro, the only thing that you can do, the only way that Allah is gonna forgive you and get you and let you go into Jannah, that's what they call their heaven. The only way that your God is gonna forgive you is if you confess. That's the only way, B. All of this playing stupid shit like, oh man, I can't believe people that was my friends, not my friends, blah, 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 blah. Bro, how are you shocked to people that said they was your friends, not your friends, when you got a bunch of friends that you said was your friends and you paid them to go fucking throw away their life? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, Dirk. That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense. And I'm the biggest fucking Dirk fan around, dog. Not the biggest. But what he say? He say, please don't get shot in my hood because Trojan ain't got, what he say? St. Bernard's ain't got no trauma unit. Please don't get shot in my, you feel me? I fuck with Dirk. But listen to the shit that he preaches. That's like me being shocked. Sam Sulik has a heart attack. Bro, he preaches steroids. That's like me getting shocked. Sexy Red get AIDS. I don't wish that on her. I don't wish what's the name die from a heart attack either. But what I'm saying is when you do a certain thing or you portray yourself a certain way, there is no shock when certain things happen to you. Now, I'm gonna use this as a perfect time to segue into some shit that just got done happening, bro. And in my mind, personally, good riddance, bro. Good riddance, bro. Good fucking riddance, bro. Good riddance of this nigga POOH shiesty.
It's nice.
Good riddance, bro. If the nigga actually did this, good the fuck riddance, bro.
Top of breaking news at midday. Federal agents on the ground in Cordova searching a home owned by the family of rapper POOH shiesty. The feds confirmed to Fox 13 they executed a federal search and arrest warrant. Neighbors reporting hearing flashbangs as agents entered the home early this morning. And our crew saw them carrying boxes out of the home as well. And this happened over the past several hours. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre has the latest details from Cordova. We're going to check in with him.
We're still working to learn the specifics in this
house raid that took place here at this home in Cordova. We do know that according to the Shelby County Assessor's Office, that this home is registered to Lontrell Williams. Now, Lontrell Williams, that is the father of POOH Shiesty, who also has the name Lontrell Williams Jr. Now, as for the specifics into this investigation, we're still working that out. We have learned that that this was an official warrant that would.
All right. So as you can see, they have raided POOH Shiesty's house. Now, you might be asking what for. Now, a few months ago, I was listening to Academics, and he had a nigga on there named Hernandez Govan. And Hernandez Govan was talking about how POOH Shiesty allegedly robbed Gucci Mane. And I was thinking in my head, niggas know me. My name is Zawap. That's my alias. Guwap was one of my biggest influences growing up in Milwaukee. He was one of my biggest influences. So I'm thinking, like, there's no way somebody would rob Guwap. Look at what he's done for the streets. Apparently, yeah, they did. Let's look at this next video. This is for the DOJ video. This is the DOJ
I'm Ryan
video.
Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as POOH Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr.,
That's his dad.
Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30.
Oh, that's 30.
Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting.
I can't feel my fucking jaw. Like right here. I can't feel it. This shit is crazy.
Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims.
As y'all know, he signed to Gucci. Now, this is DOJ information. This isn't, Hernandez Govan said it 2 months ago. This is the DOJ. So apparently Gucci did get robbed. So I guess I had to change my name.
As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint.
So they robbed him of his. They robbed him and made him sign out of a contract that POOH Shiesty was in.
The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end,
What the fuck?
Are you sure your tax expert is right for you? Switch to TurboTax Full Service. You'll be matched with a TurboTax expert and get real-time updates on their progress, and you get your best outcome guaranteed. Switch to TurboTax Full Service.
towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of lead.
So right there, what the fuck is wrong with my computer, bro? Why does it go so fucking slow? I don't even have any other windows open. Why is my shit fucking lagging, bro? I don't have any other windows open. Let me close this. Close that.
A federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
So apparently,
the charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some.
So apparently, his daddy did it. His daddy helped him. They were flashing the jewelry. How stupid can you be? And this is my thing with this POOH shiesty fellow. He's been stupid ever since he got the fuck on the scene. He been stupid ever since he got the fuck on the scene. Who shoots a gun off in the club because your stupid ass forgot to secure your fucking money correctly? You dumb motherfucker. You stupid ass Negro motherfucking. This is the reason I say. Look. The black people from today deserve what the black people during slavery time got. And the people during slavery time deserve what the black people now have. The black people from back then was hard working. They were diligent. They didn't fornicate. They was fucking only on their girl. They wasn't beating on their people. They wasn't killing their people. They wasn't hunting their people. They wasn't trying to buy True Religion jeans or Mercedes Benzes. They weren't trying to do none of that shit. All they was trying to do was survive, make some money, and keep going. That's the only thing they was trying to do. Nowadays, you got these ain't shit ass, corn fed ass niggas. Oh man, I'm ready to kill somebody, running around here with a full ski mask on and don't even own a gun. Like, I'm tired of you niggas, bro. I'm tired of you niggas. I'm tired of you niggas that look up to niggas like this, bro. That look up to niggas like this. They said that nigga did the fucking robbery with a fucking ankle bracelet on. Not a Pandora bracelet, bitch, and not no fucking Jacob the Jeweler bracelet, a fucking house arrest bracelet, you stupid motherfucker. And this the reason I don't like being around certain individuals, because they have no sense. Not a fucking a crumb of fucking sense in their head. Nothing. They got nothing. Nothing. They'll have an ankle bracelet on and go catch a body and then get shocked when they get fucking arrested and then say somebody snitched on them. No, bitch, you snitched on yourself for being a dumbass bitch.
Establishing the defendant's roles in the federal offense.
And another thing, your sorry ass daddy ain't shit either. Sorry ass nigga. You're supposed to train your kids in the upright in a way that they should go, and they will not depart from it. I think it say that in the Bible. It say train your kids up in a way that they should go, and they will not depart from it. Y'all want to look it up, or y'all gonna trust me? Whatever.
This is as follows. Electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least 2 of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice. I want to thank the FBI Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, the FBI's Memphis Resident Agency and Nashville Field Office, the Memphis Safe Task Force, the Dallas Police Department, the United States Attorney for the Western District of Tennessee, Michael Dunovit, and AUSA Greg Wagner, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Texas, my dear friend and colleague Jay Combs, Special Agent in Charge.
Let me get this straight. You pretended to be the Italian man's fiance?
Nah. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So you're telling me the nigga on house arrest, his dad and one of his friends and a few other people come in from Memphis. They're not supposed to be there. At least the POOH shiesty niggas not supposed to be there. They go to Dallas. Off rip. If you're on house arrest and you end up in Dallas from Memphis, you're supposed to go to jail. Off rip, you're supposed to go to jail. So regardless of what happens, he's going to be in jail for a little bit. Regardless. Let's say he was upstairs and didn't even know what happened. He's going to jail. Second, your daddy helped you. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like his daddy's a setup dude. Like his daddy's pathetic. Like if your dad is with you while you do wrong, helping you do wrong, what type of fucking leadership did you have? And that makes me feel worse for POOH shiesty, because if your dad would go with you to go rob somebody, what type of father is that? On house arrest, he wouldn't tell you to just, like, come on, bro. Like there's a few things that don't make any sense, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna make sense eventually. I don't know. Maybe they might not fuck around, dog. Maybe something else happened on accident. You know? Maybe POOH shiesty was upstairs at the top. Maybe who knows, bro? Let's see.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Good morning, everybody. As Ryan said, my name is Jeremy Wright. I'm Assistant Special Agent in Charge for FBI Dallas. As United States Attorney Raybold said, we're here today to announce the arrest of several individuals in the Memphis and Nashville, Tennessee areas, as long as one here in Frisco, Texas. These arrests are the result of a violent kidnapping of 3 individuals here in the Dallas area. The majority of those arrested did travel from Memphis to Dallas to commit that offense. Our office collaborated with multiple law enforcement agencies and other FBI offices to carry out this investigation that ultimately led to these arrests. So I'd like to thank the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, Dallas Police Department, the Memphis Safe Task Force, Memphis, Tennessee Police Department, and the Shelby County, Tennessee Sheriff's Department for helping with this investigation. Violent crime does remain a top priority for the FBI, and we dedicated significant resources from here in Dallas FBI, Nashville, Little Rock, Birmingham, and Atlanta FBI offices to investigate and successfully arrest these individuals. We remain committed to investigating violent crimes like these. No matter who you are, we will fight every day alongside our partners to make our communities safer. So, thank you.
And we have time for some questions. If you would just identify who you were with and your name would be helpful. Yes, sir.
Kevin Reese with WFAA.
Hi, Kevin.
It may be in the release that you're going to send us, but can you be more specific to who these victims are and a specific location of this studio that you were talking about?
I'll answer the last part first. Yes, it'll be in the complaint, and we're happy to get you a copy of that. It's now unsealed. It was off Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas, a music studio. That's what's identified in the complaint. As far as victims go, we won't get into at this time who the victims are or not.
Chase with the Dallas Morning News. Can you describe the injuries suffered by the 3 victims?
So one of the victims, and this is actually in the complaint, and we'll get you a copy as well. There's a photograph of the injury. It looks like there's some abrasions on the neck and arm.
You were still seeking one suspect, you said.
One of the individuals that's been charged has not had his initial appearance yet, but agents are actively working to locate and bring him to court.
And I wanted to touch on that actually. Eric Bushman with KRLD. Since there's one person you're still trying to get to come in, I guess it's not an arrest, so it's initial appearance, you have said that you're trying to work out. Because you're going public with this, are you afraid at all that that's going to hinder it eventually getting an individual in?
Agents are working to find him. The complaint has already been unsealed, and a number of these defendants have had their public hearing already, their initial appearance, and so it's already out there that this individual has been charged, and so that information is in the public record. But I trust that the agents will be able to identify this person and find them and bring them to justice. Of course, that person can turn themselves in immediately.
2 questions. This is Chase with the Dallas Morning News.
Does this count as a RICO? Does this count as a RICO?
January 10th.
Or is this just group robbery?
April. Can you describe the timeline and the length of time, why we're talking about this now? Because it sounds like these arrests happened recently. And then the second part of that question, did all of the arrests happen yesterday, or were they happening over the span of time that we're talking about?
Yeah, good questions. I'll start with the last part. 8 of the 9 happened yesterday, and then we're still working on one more. And that was, again, a lot of those happened in Memphis, one happened in Nashville, and we're working now with our Georgia counterparts to get the last person brought to justice. Do you want to ask another question, follow up to that?
Actually, I forgot you had 2. Come back to me after you.
Okay, and remind me of your first part, sir.
We had the initial incident on January 10th,
Yep.
or April 2nd. Can you describe and kind of characterize why, that amount of time passed before there were arrests?
Well, that was one of the reasons I wanted to list off some of the evidence that has been uncovered to date. A lot of this was subpoena work, search warrant work, and things like that in order to develop the investigation. And so the agents here with me, the agents out in the field, it takes a little bit of time to identify who did this offense and build a case so that we feel comfortable bringing the charges. So actually that's pretty quickly for a federal case of this gravity and this nature.
Oh, yeah,
and so I'm very proud of the investigative work.
That means this shit open and shut. He said it really should have took longer.
And it will continue from this office as well as our FBI and our local police department.
If convicted of these charges, these arrests, how serious are these crimes? What do these people face?
They're facing a range, so there's no mandatory minimum in this case. It's a range of punishment, and it'll be in the province of the judge, whoever gets the case. But it could be from 0 all the way to life imprisonment. And as you know, a lot of what will guide what's called the sentencing guidelines will be the individual's previous criminal history, the fact that one of these individuals committed the offense while on home confinement, so actually serving a federal offense, assuming that individual is convicted, that will be an aggravating factor for sure.
Attention homeowners.
Yeah, so I mean, you're a dumbass, POOH shiesty, and personally, if you did this shit, you're not allowed to get out of jail, bro. You're a retard. You're stupid. You're an idiot. If you didn't do it, I'm sorry, I take all of this stuff back. As a matter of fact, it doesn't apply to you because you didn't do it. I'm only saying this if you did do it. But if you did do it, Senior Shiesty, you gone, boy. You going up the road. Them white folks ain't playing around with your ass. Especially, and this one thing white folks don't like. White folks don't like when black folks bother other black folks who trying to live right. They don't like that shit. They do not like that shit. They don't like that shit. And white folks really don't like when black folks get fucked with by black folks, and the black folks that get fucked with got some money. They don't like that shit, B. They don't like it. The broke niggas, they pick on y'all all day. Broke niggas don't even get water if they thirsty outside when they mowing the lawn. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But my two stances on the instance is Lil Durk, stop fucking calling people, telling people that you trying to be motivating and helping the kids. No. Beat the case, then try to help the kids. If you don't beat the case, then try to help the kids. Don't go in the court talking about you trying to help the kids now, nigga. You sound like you trying to get a lighter sentence, and that's not gonna do well for you, nigga. They gonna take your stupid ass to jail if you guilty. Period. Don't be doing all of this, blah, 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 blah. And then if they find you guilty, if they find you guilty, don't be sitting up there talking about, oh, the truth gonna come out, I never did, blah, blah, blah. Confess your sins. That's the only way you're gonna be able to move forward. Don't be like POOH shiesty. Don't be a POOH shiesty. It's a lot of POOH shiesties out here, and it'd be helpful. My neck. And it'd be helpful if POOH shiesties did not replicate, and that's why he going to jail, so he don't have sex with no females and have a kid. Have a good day, y'all.